Hello dear students, good morning to all of you and welcome to the course subject Electrical Circuits and Network of the branch Electrical Engineering. This is our lecture number 4 and in this lecture I will be going to explain voltage division rule and then we will see the current division rule. These two rules are very important. It is because it plays very important role in circuit analysis as well as solving network problems. So let us start with voltage division rule. By using this rule we can directly find the voltage across any resistors which is connected in series. Okay, so here I have taken one circuit diagram in which two resistors R1 and R2 are connected in series and the supplied voltage is V. Okay, this is our positive terminal of the supplied voltage, so the conventional current direction is this I. Okay, so we can find the current I by using this formula. I is equal to V upon R equivalent. What is R equivalent here? Because these two resistors R1 and R2 are connected in series, so simply we can find the equivalent resistance by adding these two resistors R1 and R2. So R equivalent will be R1 plus R2. So I will be equal to V upon R1 plus R2. Now we have to find the voltage across resistor 1. Okay, so the voltage across resistor 1 is here V1. So V1 is equal to I into R1. The voltage across resistor 1 is I into R1. Now V1 is equal to V upon R equivalent into R1. Here because I equal to V upon R equivalent, so here replacing this I by V upon R equivalent, we get the voltage across resistor 1, that is V1, equal to V upon R equivalent into R1. Okay, now V1 equal to R1 upon R equivalent into V. So simply I have rearranged these terms. R1 comes here and V is here, so V1 is equal to R1 upon R equivalent into V. So this is very important formula. So if I have to find the voltage across resistor 1 and the voltage source, the supplied voltage is given, so by using this formula we can directly find the voltage across resistor 1, that is V1 is equal to R1 upon R equivalent into V. What is R equivalent? R equivalent is nothing but R1 plus R2. So V1 becomes equal to R1 upon R1 plus R2 into V. Now the voltage across resistor 2. Voltage across resistor 2 is V2 and the voltage across resistor 2 is given by simply the current flowing through this resistance is I. So by using Ohm's law, V2 is equal to I into R2. Okay, so replacing I by V upon R equivalent, we get the voltage V2 equal to R2 upon R equivalent into V. So if we have to find the voltage across resistor 2, we can directly find the voltage by using this formula. Okay, so V2 is equal to R2 upon R equivalent into V. Now V2 equal to R2 upon, here R equivalent is equal to R1 plus R2, so R2 upon R1 plus R2 into V. This is the voltage across resistor 2. So in general, suppose there are n resistors which are connected in series, and we have to find the voltage across kth resistor, then the expression for the voltage across kth resistor will be Vk is equal to Rk upon R equivalent into V. Okay, Rk, here Rk, that means if we have to find the voltage across kth resistor, then we have to take the value of the resistance of kth resistors in the numerator upon the equivalent resistor, and because they are connected in series, so the equivalent resistance will be nothing but the sum of the all resistances into the supplied voltage, right? So this voltage division rule is very important. Why it is important? Because without calculating I, directly using this formula, by using this formula we can find the voltage across any resistors. Okay, so remember this formula, Vk is equal to Rk upon R equivalent into V. Okay, so here we are not going to find the value of the current. So in any network, in any circuit, if there are series connection and there is a voltage across the resistor is given, the combination of resistor is given, we can find the voltage across any resistors. So this formula is very important. Okay, now I have taken for example, I have taken the value of R1 is 2 ohm. Okay, and the value of the R2 is 4 ohm. Okay, and the supply voltage is given 12 volt. Okay, and then we have to find the voltage across resistor 1 and the voltage across resistor 2. So to find the voltage across resistor 1, we are not going to calculate the value of the current. Okay, if they ask, I will find by using this formula, I is equal to V upon R equivalent. So simply we can find, but I am not going to find the current and direct. I want to find the voltage across the resistors R1 and R2. So we use this formula. Okay, so if we have to find the voltage across resistor 1, that means here at the place of K there is 1, so V1 equal to here R1 upon R equivalent, and R equivalent is nothing but the sum of the two resistances. So R1 upon R1 plus R2 into V. So see here V1 is equal to R1 upon R equivalent into V. So what is R1? R1 is nothing but 2 ohm. So in the numerator 2 ohm, in the numerator 2 ohm upon R equivalent. R equivalent is the sum of the two resistances, that is 2 ohm plus 4 ohm, that is 6 ohm. So 2 by 6 into the supplied voltage is 12 volt. So after calculating this, we get 6 into 2 times 12. Okay, so 2 into 2 is equal to 4 volt. So the voltage across resistor 1 is 4 volt. Now we have to find the voltage across resistor 2. So by using this formula, or by using this formula, at the place of K there is 2, and here also at the place of K 2. So R2, V2 is equal to R2 upon R equivalent into V. That means this formula. Okay, we use this formula to find the voltage across the resistor 2. So what will be the value of voltages? here R in the numerator there is R2, so the value of R2 is 4 ohm. Value of R2 is 4 ohm, so 4 upon 2 plus 4, that is 6. R equivalent is 6, so 4 upon 6 into 12. 6 into 2 is equal to 12, so 2 into 4 is equal to 8 volt. So the voltage across resistor 1 is 4 volt and the voltage across resistor 2 is 8 volt. Okay. Now current division rule. By using this rule, we can directly find the current through any resistors. We can find the current through any resistors which is connected in parallel. So here I have taken one circuit diagram in which there are two resistors which are connected in parallel, and here supplied voltage is V and the current which is flowing is I. Okay, so here is I1. I1 is the current which flows through the resistor 1 and I2 is the current which flows through resistor 2. So this is our circuit diagram. Okay, right? Now we can find the value of this current I. How we will find this I? So as these two resistors are connected in parallel, we can simply find the equivalent resistance of these two resistors, and in the previous lecture session we have studied how to find the equivalent resistance of when they are connected in parallel. So for the two resistors connected in parallel, simply we use the formula, that is R equivalent is equal to R1 into R2 upon R1 plus R2. So we can find the value of I by using this formula. I is equal to V upon R equivalent. And what is R equivalent? R equivalent is the parallel combination of the two resistors, that is R1 into R2 upon R1 plus R2. Okay, this is the R equivalent resistance of the two resistors connected in parallel. R equivalent is equal to R1 into R2 upon R1 plus R2. And here I is because I equal to V upon R equivalent, we can simply write here V equal to R equivalent into I. Okay, so now I am interested in finding the current which is flowing through resistor 1. So how we will find the value of I1? Simply the voltage across resistor 1 is V, and also we know that when the resistors are connected in parallel, so voltage will remains the same. The voltage across resistor 1 is V and voltage across resistor 2 is also V. So we can simply, by using Ohm's law, we can find the value of I1. I1 is nothing but I1 is equal to V upon R1. Okay, so now I1 equal to R equivalent into I upon R1. So I have replaced the value of V by R equivalent into I. So we have find here V equal to R equivalent into I. So we get the value of I1 is R equivalent upon R1 into I. Okay, so I1 equal to R2 upon R1 plus R2 into I. So from where this formula comes? Here I have taken the value of R equivalent. What is R equivalent? For these two parallel resistors, okay, R equivalent is equal to R1 R2 upon R1 plus R2. So by putting the value of R equivalent here, we get this expression, that is I1 is equal to R2 upon R1 plus R2 into I. So, and this is important formula. It is because this formula is only for the two resistors connected in parallel, but when there are more than two resistors connected in parallel, then we simply use this formula. So we have to remember this formula. Okay, if the value of the current I1 is given. You are not given the value of V. That means V is not known, only I is known. And if I want to find the current flowing through resistor 1, we can use directly this formula. So what is the formula? Formula is I1 equal to R equivalent upon R1 into I. Okay. So similarly we can write here I2 equal to V upon R2. By using Ohm's law, the voltage across resistor 2 is V. So I2 is what? I2 is V upon R2. So here I2 is equal to V upon R2, and by replacing V by this R equivalent into I, we can write here I2 is equal to R equivalent upon R2 into I. By replacing this R equivalent by R1 into R2 upon R1 plus R2, we get I2 equal to R1 upon R1 plus R2 into I. So this is formula only for when these two resistances R1 and R2 are connected in parallel. This formula, okay. But this is important because if there are more than two resistors connected in parallel, we use this formula. What is this formula? I2 is equal to R equivalent upon R2 into I. Now in general, we can write here IK is equal to R equivalent upon RK into I. This is important formula. If we have to find the current flowing through kth resistors. So if there are n resistors connected in parallel, okay, and we have to find the current which is flowing through kth resistor, okay. So what formula we use? We use this formula, IK is equal to R equivalent upon RK into I. So remember one thing, while in the series connection, to find the voltage across any resistors, we were using what? We were using VK is equal to RK upon R equivalent into voltage, okay, RK upon. So RK was in the numerator, but what happens here when they are connected in parallel and we have to find the current across any resistors? The RK will be in the denominator, right, and R equivalent in the numerator. So the expression for the current which is flowing through kth resistor will be IK is equal to R equivalent upon RK into I. So simply calculate, we will calculate the equivalent resistors. Equivalent resistances, if there are many, suppose there are resistors 3, 4 or 5 or n resistors connected in parallel, simply first we have to calculate the equivalent resistances, right, and then put the value of equivalent resistances here, and then if I have to find the current through this resistors R1, so put the value of R1 here, then into the current what is flowing, the current which is given here, okay. So we get the value of I1. So if you want to find the value of the current flowing through resistor 2, so we replace K by 2. So I2 is equal to R equivalent upon R2 into the value of the current which is drawn from the voltage source, okay. So why this formula is important? Because if you are given voltage, then it is very easy to find the current when they are connected in parallel, okay, right, simply by using Ohm's law. I1 is equal to V upon R1 or I2 is equal to V upon. If you are not given here voltage source, that means the value of V is not given. Suppose here current source is given, okay, that means the voltage across this current source is not given, only the value of the current is given, okay. So in that case, this current division rule is very important, because the value of the current is given and you have to find the current across through any resistor which is connected in parallel. Simply we use this formula, IK is equal to R equivalent upon RK into I. So for example, I have taken the value of resistor 1 is 3 ohm and the value of the resistor resistance R2 is equal to 6 ohm, and the current, the value of the current I is equal to 12 ampere. So you are not given here the voltage, okay, you are given only I. So now we have to find the value of I1 and I2. So current division rule we apply here, and we can easily find the value of the I1 and I2. Okay, so because in this general expression there is R equivalent, so first I have to find the equivalent value of the equivalent resistance. Okay, so R equivalent, because there are two resistances, so simply we find the value of the equivalent resistances, that is R1 into R2 upon R1 plus R2. That means 3 into 6 upon 3 plus 6, that means 18 upon 9, so we get 2 ohm. So 2 ohm is the equivalent resistance of these two resistors connected in parallel. So what will be the value of the current I1? So I1 is equal to, here I1 is equal to R equivalent by R1 into I. Remember here is 1 and also here will be 1. If I have to find the current through resistor 1, current flowing through resistor 1, then the value of the resistance 1, R1 will be in the denominator and R equivalent in the numerator. So I1 equal to 2, the value of R equivalent is 2, so in the numerator 2 upon, and the value of resistance 1 is 3, so 2 upon 3 into the value of I is 12. So after calculating 3 into 4 times 12, so 4 into 2 is equal to 8 ampere. So 8 ampere flows through resistor 1. Now the value of the current I2. So I2 is equal to what? R equivalent upon R2 into I. So R equivalent is nothing but 2. We have calculated here. The value of R equivalent is 2. So 2 is in the numerator upon. The value of R2 is 6 ohm. So 2 by 6 into the current is 12. This current is 12 ampere. So 2 by 6 into 12. So 6 into 2 times 12. So 2 into 2 is equal to 4 ampere. Okay. So we got I1 is equal to 8 ampere and I2 is equal to 4 ampere. Actually, by also we can check here, that is here I1 is equal to 8 ampere and I2 is equal to 4 ampere. So 8 plus 4 is equal to 12 ampere, and also 12 ampere is coming here, and 8 ampere is this, and 4 ampere is this. So 8 plus 4 is equal to 12. Thank you.